I really do hope y'all been enjoying y'all day, enjoying y'all time that we have spent co-creating on the overall melanated understanding of spiritual understandings, because in reference to fully understanding spiritual understandings, there is no place where people are not doing it for clout. I'm doing it here for the new understanding. I'm doing it for the breakthroughs. And honestly, my email is hoodmystic@gmail.com. If you having those breakthroughs and you looking for a platform to share your breakthroughs, let me know. You want to be on the channel and talk about new shit that we ain't never heard before. Don't be talking about Egypt all the goddamn time. We tired of that shit. There's new things out there that we can tune in and tap into. We don't have to listen to Bobby Hemmett videos and remix them and things of that nature. We can tap into our soul and come up with some new information, because the people are starving for it. And if you got it and you feel like you don't have a platform to say anything, start a YouTube channel. Get on the channel and get your shit off, fam. We here for the newness of it all. So tune in, tap in. hoodmystic@gmail.com. In the law of attraction, so we first talked about the will 2 weeks ago. Not Will Smith, but the physical, spiritual, divine will. That part of us that is enacting on our behalf, whether we know it or not. We're tuned in and tapped into law of attraction energy. We understand that we are magnetic. We understand that we create our worlds, even though we create our words whether we know it or not. Create our worlds whether we know it or not. We are creators whether we know it or not. So the law of attraction is not changing anything about you other than your perspective of yourself. And it may take some time, it may take some chakra work, it may take some shadow work, but essentially you are stripping down the layers of illusion and false reality to get to the purity of your soul. And then you actually see it work in full detail. And then at another level, you do not become the go-between between your pituitary gland, right, from producing the hormones essential to your development. So your pituitary gland decides whether you get old or whether you stay young. This is why you can look at an old 75, you can look at a 65-year-old person and be like, God damn. God damn. And then you can look at a 65-year-old person and be like, God damn. God damn. How old is she? Don't tell nobody, but I'll take your grandma down. What? Don't be talking about my grandma, fool. Her pituitary gland is producing the hormones to keep her young. That don't mean she won't give you no box. So let's just read this real quick and then understand it. So in the sixth angel, we're reading, this is Revelations chapter 9, verse 13 and verse 14, and we're discussing boundaries. We're discussing common purpose, boundaries and common purpose, and understanding your boundaries are essential to understanding your law of attraction energy. Because just like you are a creator, your partner is a creator. And for you tuned in and tapped into your soul, but your partner is tuned in and tapped into her uncle or to his uncle, and his uncle or her uncle is a drug dealer down on 56th Street who got the bows for the low, for which y'all law of attraction is giving y'all like doing 50 in a 35 speed limit district headed to the goddamn penitentiary. You don't even know it. But you love and light, Ashe, Hotep, Mama J, Jesus Christ, whatever you is on a spiritual level. But if you don't understand that your partner needs to be tuned in and tapped into their soul, you could be headed down the wrong direction. So why did I say in reference to your partner's uncle? Because you don't have a boundary up in reference to what people do energetically. Meaning that this is new information. So please use it to understand why the relationship didn't work out or ain't working out. It's not working out because you tuned in and tapped in. You serious about shadow work. You serious about the show. You serious about the soul. And your partner is not. Your family is not. And you don't have boundaries because everybody that you love, everybody that you like, is all up in your shit. All up in your shit. You can't even differentiate your soul from what your kids want for dinner. So the Bible verse is, the sixth angel sounded, and I heard a voice from the four horns of the golden altar, which is before God. So this is not in reference to anything literal. Everything is symbolic and everything is code. So the sixth angel is actually the seventh chakra, because the seventh angel is the first chakra. Remember that. These are just codes. Understand the codes. If you understand that the sixth angel in the Bible is not about the angel, it's about the number. So 6 is, well, it could be, it depends. I'll explain. So if you reference the sixth angel, you're referencing your crown chakra. And what energy rules the crown chakra? Mercury. If you want to learn more about that, Chakra Astrology, Synchronicity University, sign up today. Link is in the description. So when your sixth angel sounds, your overall crown chakra is activated. And from this, you hear a voice. Very important to understand. You can hear a voice from your enlightenment. You can hear a voice from your chakra work and your shadow work because you've done it. Or you can be just listening to your self-saboteur because you haven't done the work. And then because you listening to your self-saboteur, you think that that's the spiritual modality. You think that that's your soul. And in essence, it is your guilt and your fear. Because it's not telling you, love on that man. Rub his feet. Massage his legs. Massage his booty. Massage his back. It's saying, nah, girl, he gonna leave you. Go through his phone. Nah, girl, he gonna do you wrong. Call his best friend. Right? And then you could be like, Spirit told me to go look through his phone. Spirit told me that I ain't need to deal with you. How Spirit tell you to do something you ain't did no chakra work or no shadow work? Riddle me this. How about it's just your thoughts and not your spiritual awakening? How about just because you watch a video on spiritual awakening don't mean that you experience a spiritual awakening? How about all of the shit that I've been doing? I just realized that, oh shit, I'm actually going through a spiritual awakening for real. Like for real. I'm doing sidereal astrology and everything, fam. I'm changing how I view points. I'm changing how people talk to me and all types of shit. I'm really changing out here in these streets. Now I'm listening to myself and it's a different voice that I'm hearing. Because I've always heard voices, but just because I'm hearing a voice don't mean that it's the activated voice. So you heard a voice from the four horns of the golden altar. Now the golden altar is just the understanding of the activated person during the spiritual awakening, which is before God. So the golden altar thus is the emotions, the thoughts, the body, and the passions in their proper place, which is before God, which is before you, thou art God. But God is you at a non-physical understanding. When I say that you are a spiritual being having a human experience, that's your God force energy, or your devil force energy, or your divine energy, depending on how you look at it. But then when they talk about it, they say that God and the devil are brothers and things of that nature. Now you can fully understand. God and the devil are synonymous, but what they don't tell you is that God and the devil are you at a non-physical level. So the psychological breakdown of this is stating when Kundalini reaches the crown chakra, the causal body gains a fourfold power over the personality. Now, the causal body is the cause to your effect. Okay? But the causal body is activated when Kundalini energy from the base chakra is worked through the additional chakras, not because you read Chakra Nova, not because you watch videos on chakras. Because at each endocrine gland, they are producing a specific hormone outside of the normal hormone. Because normally we produce hormones such as cortisol quite naturally. But if you get outside of your fight or flight, your body thus produces what is called endocannabinoids. Meaning that the weed that you smoke is already within you, but you don't activate it. You just buy it from the store. So when Kundalini reaches your crown chakra, meaning that the purpose of Chakra Nova, the purpose of shadow work is to get Kundalini to reach your crown chakra. And the reason why I just didn't put out the book and shut the fuck up about it is because if you're going through the book and you processing through the book, I want to keep letting y'all know that it's more to come. Right? So, and it's not my words. It's just my understanding. It's not my thoughts. It's just my understanding of something that is already exists. I did not think the endocrine system into existence more than it already existed. And I just put an understanding and a spiritual understanding on these 7 major spiritual centers. And then why is that important? Because these 7 major centers within your body produces hormones, whether you know it or not. So in order to have control and power over your life, one has to step outside of this and understand that it's not about the things that you know and the things that you think and the shit that you're passionate about, more than it is about unifying with your non-physical beingness or your God or your spiritual energy. Why? Because you and your personal God, you, which is the personal God, which is the divine self, have a common interest with you. And it sounds real crazy. Why do I need to tune into my inner God? Because you are that. But your inner God is the power. And of course, your inner God has this common purpose with you because it is you. And this might seem so like it's blowing my mind just saying this shit. So I know a person listening to it like, well, damn, I already knew that. But did you really know it though? So verse 14, saying to the 6th angel, which had the trumpet, loose the 4 angels, which are bound in the great river Euphrates. Now, the 4 angels is different from the 6th angel. And the 4 horns are the 4 angels are the 4 personalities. So whenever you see 4 in the Bible, it's specific. When it's like 4 specific objects at the same time, it's referencing the 4-fold personality, thoughts, emotions, passions, physical body, all illusionary. Because a majority of your existence has been spent in a non-physical form. It's only a very small fragment that you inhabit a body. To which these are times for which you need to be grateful and understand that you have an opportunity to tune in and tap in to your non-physical nature, as well as understanding the boundaries of humanity. Once these boundaries get released, i.e. death, you're not like, oh shit, what am I gonna do now? Let's imagine we live for 100 more years. We got 100 more years to tap in and tune into our spiritual truth. So once this body, because we know this body is not going to last forever. Once this body transcends, you're not at a loss. And trust me, if you transcend and you're at a loss, that was the whole game. It wasn't about when you transcend And they be like, well, damn, you had 15 chains on. You had like 15 Benzes. You had about like 15 shorties on your hip. You had them new Amiri jeans and Amiri hat and Amiri shirt to match. Oh, you definitely getting to heaven, fam. You definitely getting to heaven. You was fresh as hell. I know you getting to heaven, fool. Man, hey, this is the person I was telling you about. He was fresh. He had girls. You ain't tell me you started a business, fam. God, he had a business. Come here, my child. Come to the pearly gates. It don't work like that. To release the 4 parts of the personality is not to just let them go, but to hold them in their reins. Because to completely let them go is just say, I don't care about life. But when you understand that you care about life, but you're not trying to be led by life, you're trying to lead your life, you then take this spiritual energy seriously. And then you're not looking for no guru. You're not looking for no spiritual leader. You understand that if I'm gonna tell you to drop down and get your eagle on. And now you like, hey, I don't want to drop down and get my eagle on. Why you? I'm saying, don't make me your spiritual leader, because I'm gonna have you on some bullshit. Oh, it's raining outside. My spiritual leader said I need to go outside and twerk. You riding down goddamn Broad Street, see somebody twerking and stuff, and they're like, Hood Mystic told me to do this. Told you should have me as your spiritual leader. I'm on trash. Good, do I gotta drop down and get my eagle on again? Goodness gracious, I hate this spiritual school. God. People like, damn, Hood, is that what really going down in your classes? You telling girls to drop down and get their eagle on? I'm gonna have to sign up for this. Like, and once again, these are just jokes. Just trying to bring some humor in this conversation, because it's really heavy. You mean to tell me I gotta drop down and get my eagle on again, Hood? I don't like this spiritual school. Your spiritual guidance is weird, Hood. I told you, don't make me your leader. Your thoughts, your emotions, and your passions, and your body, if not fully fleshed out, worked through, you completely in a bubble of fear. And then when it comes to spiritual awakening, you're not really trying to get no changes more than you trying to work through your fear. But the idea of boundaries and common purpose is that you have to release your fear. Meaning that if we living in a community, you can't be afraid of me and I can't be afraid of you. You can't be afraid of the circumstances in the world that we living in, because we have a common purpose to build up this community. To which, when you reference communities that fail and communities that don't work well, is because the people within the community is scared shitless. So when you're trying to do your sister group, girlfriend, sister circle, sacred circle, and energies is fearful, and you like, we about to sip wine and watch movies and things of that nature. You got a whole bunch of feminine energy goddesses who projecting in the energy of fear, and now you got cat fights and things of that nature, and people having sex with people's husbands and things of that nature. You're like, well, I was trying to do this shit out of love and light. Why is this shit not working? Did y'all deal with the inner fears that people was going through in life and what they was projecting and things of that nature from a personality standpoint? No. You just figured that she was cute and it'll work because you got a whole bunch of cute girls in your sacred circle. But you didn't deal with the internal energies and references to how they look at life in reference to, are they in a blissful state of mind or a nirvana state of mind, or are they in a fear state of mind? This is why it's very important to cut people off in reference to fear energy if you're trying to build. Because to build needs a boundary. You ain't never walked into a construction zone and just started setting up shop. You ever walk into a construction zone? What's the main thing you see within a construction zone? A boundary, fam. That fence, around the people. That's how you know it's a construction zone, fam. Can't anybody walk into the construction zone. You need a hard hat, and you got to know the schematics of what we building. Because building this building is never about you, fam. It's about us. But if you in the fear paradigm, all you thinking about is you, your business, your career, your life. All of that is an illusion based upon fear. The body is a modality. Your human existence, your name, everything about the human world is based upon fear. Only thing that we could do is heal that fear by tuning in and tapping into our spiritual awakening. This is why relationships not going to work out long term. Unless you able to do Kundalini work as a couple. Don't be talking about Chakra Nova. I got Chakra Nova. You in a relationship? Yeah, I'm married to, I love my husband. Well, is he doing chakra work? No, he don't need it. He got a good job. Come again, sis, what'd you just say? Yeah, he don't need chakras. He got a good job. What? Huh? What? Yeah, shadow work, he don't need that. He make 100K hood a year. He don't need chakras. He pay the rent. No, hood, my girl ass fat. She don't need to do chakra work. No, seriously, bro. She got a fucking badonkadonk, though. No need for shadow work on there. Well, all right.